Guitar plays planet. 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 Sunny skies, the smell of palm tree air. Looking back, I could never feel fair. The way the music has touched my soul, the way that the South holds its control. But I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back to the land of new. lost Lone Ranger. Can I break this spell?
It's fine.
Why is everybody muted?
I don't know. You're the controller.
Yeah, it's supposed to do it automatically.
I can hear him.
Now you can. Yeah, but it was not. Now everybody can hear us. So what's up, guys? What's good? Tyler, the return of Tyler, the second
Yay.
prodigal son, has returned
first?
to the land of Astroworld. Well,
How's your back?
Yeah, how's your back, bro?
Back's good. Stayed at home for 3 weeks after having the operation. And I finally went back to work this week, and it's been a long week. It's been a long, long week. But other than that, it's good. I'm just trying to make sure I do smart things and don't pick up anything for 12 weeks. Like, I can't touch anything heavy over 5 pounds. I really don't want to touch personally.
Oh, wow. Hey.
I just want to make sure that I'm smart and not stupid about it, because my wife would probably beat me if I end up having to have surgery again. So, not worth it, in my opinion.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Yeah, it's if having to repair the surgery from being stupid wasn't punishment enough.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Hey, you just got to take things like that happen. You just got to be careful, and then you'll be back to form, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, I've been tuning into you guys, so it's not like I haven't been there. Been there.
We've seen you. We've seen you.
I've been there, making sure I give everybody hassle. But other than that, how are you guys?
Good. Hanging in there. Well, I gotta thank you, number one, for the little presents.
Stuff.
Now, the first thing was this was awesome. It's the best hex key thing I've ever seen. It's awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
I wonder where that went.
And the screwdriver. A screwdriver? A screwdriver is good. I don't know what this is. Oh, a 2.1 extension. There you go. That's good.
You've never had too many of those.
Wait. Another screwdriver.
Did you pack that box while you were drinking?
No. Actually, my work stuff got thrown in there somehow. I don't know. But I got to thank Tyler and wherever he gets his toys from, because our first giveaway has arrived at the land of AstroWorld. And is it going to be this one? Which one is this one?
It's at the top.
Yes. The Player One Mars planetary camera. And we're going to be doing this as a giveaway. There is some other goodies in here. It's little add-ons that Tyler happened to throw in there. But Tyler was gracious enough to get 2 of these for us. One Mars and one Saturn, if I remember right. Neptune. And
what's the difference?
Unsure as of yet. Said the sensor size?
Oh, sensor size.
Yeah, the Neptune is the 462, and the Saturn, or the
464.
Mars is the model.
Oops.
Yeah, 464.
And 464. 290.
Yeah, that's the difference.
So we'll do the Neptune as a raffle, and then we'll do the Mars as a giveaway. So
sounds good.
So we'll do that. And there's some other stuff in there that he threw in here. We got a IR cut. Is that what it is? An IR cut filter?
Yeah. Should be an IR cut filter, 1.25 inch, and then there's a 2-inch.
Yep. And what else? What is this?
It's just filter? A round mounted. Snap in.
Yes, they're all mounted.
They're all mounted.
No, they're all mounted.
So that's going to be cool. So take a look, and I'm going to throw this up on the AstroWorld website for more information as we get closer to the giveaway on how to enter and come up with all the rules and legal stuff.
Legality.
Yeah. It's not so much legal. It's just like to make things fair. So keep me honest, so I don't keep it myself. So
yeah, you can. That's the beauty part, is we cannot participate. That's the legality.
We cannot participate. We don't participate. Hence, we don't win anything. We just get the credit for giving it to everybody. So there you go. Yeah. So thank you, Tyler. Appreciate it. So that's going on, and I don't know how much you've watched, but I'll just for housekeeping stuff, I'll just throw it out there. We got a bunch of guests coming up over the next couple of months. We have the owner of APT who's going to be joining us probably in November. Well, I don't want to put a date on it right now because he's really stressing out because he's getting ready to release a really heavy release 3.9 of APT, and apparently there's going to be some really cool stuff in there. And I can't wait to hear about it. And he's gonna do it on AstroWorld, so which is pretty cool.
Oh, they're gonna do a big release. That's good.
Yep.
And I didn't even know that was still managed. To be honest.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's not as quick as, let's say, nightly builds of Nina or you know, I mean it probably comes out just as much as like SGP, because even SGP is slowed down on that since they went to, you know, the subscriber base.
Subscription.
so to make it more money in, you slow down. But whatever the case may be, you know, he definitely does work on it, and he is a one-man team, kind of like Robin over at Sharpcat. He's a one-man team, so he keeps on putting out updates too, but they're not as quick as some of the other players out there, just because they do it all themselves. So, but they're both great products. They're awesome products. Check it out. On the 17th of November, we have Warren Keller coming on.
Ooh, Warren Keller.
Yep, he's going to be hanging out. That will be the final Three Musketeer that I have for Masters of Pix Insight.
I got a funny, because Mark, you know, our good old buddy Mark Ellis, he called me.
You picked up?
I think it was during the wind.
You picked up?
During the wind days. Huh?
You picked up the phone?
Yeah. That was your first mistake.
Yeah.
Mark's over there burning us down right now.
He was curious how to get rid of halos in his star, and I ran across just a quick Google search of getting rid of star halos, and it came upon AstroDoc's page. And I read it for it was just literally 4 pages long, so if I can read it, Mark can read it.
Maybe.
Yeah. But the good thing is Mark, or AstroDoc Ron, had some great ideas on how to get rid of some halos within Pix Insight.
Sure.
And I also have to share it later. I don't have it. It's on my phone right now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Put it up in the admin.
Yeah, it was my good deed for the day. I helped Mark because Mark needs all the help he can get.
Hey, well, don't. In all fairness, don't we all? We all need the help.
Yeah, we do.
You know?
We all really do.
You know,
we just like picking on Mark. He's fun to pick on.
Only, just think of it this way: only 1 out of 3 of us actually takes pictures. So, I mean,
excuse me. No.
I have a good excuse teacher.
Excuses.
I took picture. Y'all seen the picture?
I took picture.
I took picture. Y'all synced picture.
I have seen the picture. Yes.
So don't.
And it was good.
Not.
And it was good.
And I'm not in that category anymore. I gotta get more. I need some O3 and some. I might do just S2. I want to do some O3, but unfortunately, I had to send my mount in. The EC on the Ioptron was giving me some jittery patterns. And the guiding was still good, but just enough that being a second-hand mount, I wanted to send it in, get it cleaned completely, re-greased, rebelted, check the encoder, because that encoder scares me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just see how it performs. I'm probably going to ask them if they can do another encoder graph. Is that what you'd call it? That they would do? See if they can do another one before they send it back, so I can compare the old one versus the new one.
Yeah, sure.
Other than that, that's it. I mean, I got some exciting news for tomorrow, but I figured you guys wanted to talk about some stuff before we get into that.
Well, just again, Warren Keller, November 17th.
Yeah.
December 17th, we'll have Amy Astro.
Oh, God, we had her on the show. She's amazing.
Yeah.
She is amazing.
And it's official. It's official. Probably in January, sometime in January, maybe February.
Yep.
Filippo, Omar, and Tom will all be doing a recorded.
Three?
Yeah, we'll all be doing a recorded show. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be gathering questions from everybody to ask them. because we will only have 4 spots on this program. We can't fit any more. So
also, you get to be the lucky participant.
Of course.
Rest of us are chopped liver. You
well,
get to be the lucky participant.
That's why I'm gathering. I want you guys to be involved, and I want all of our viewers to be involved if they want to have any questions for the team. So, for those of you that don't know, Filippo is the CEO, the guy that you see on all the videos with the glasses. That's Filippo. He runs Prima Luce in Italy, and he is the creator and CEO. Omar is the engineering brain of the entire. Yeah, he makes every single piece, machine, whatever. He does everything. And then you got Tom also, who comes from Apple, and he is running Prima Luce USA. So
yeah. He's done a phenomenal job.
Unbelievable.
Must say, just being a
one-man show
entity.
Yeah.
I don't know how he makes it. I really don't.
Drugs.
He's not pulling his hair out.
Lots of drugs.
No, don't start. No, stop.
No, I mean he's at least.
Sorry, Tom.
There's no way that man gets at least 8 hours of sleep at night. There's no way. He's always busy. Guaranteed. Man's either testing product, out imaging, taking
posting on Facebook.
The dude is constantly busy. But I do have to definitely commend them from the product that they created on the Eagle 4. It'll be interesting to see what they come up with next as far as the Eagles. I don't know how they're going to top it, other than I honestly don't know how they'll top the 4. I really don't.
I don't know. All I know is that they did come out with pricing. So if you are a Prima Luce fan and you want it, call me. We're taking pre-orders for the Arco.
I got a Nightcrawler. I'm good.
I have my Moonlight as well. And you know what? I couldn't afford the Nightcrawler at the time. I could now, but I've turned into like a Prima Luce kind of guy on one setup and a mishmash on the other. So on the other, I got the Moonlight, I got a Williams Optics, I got a bunch of different stuff. I got some random. No, I got the flattener that came with the 80. So I mean, but it's a mishmash of stuff on that one, but it works great. And I just bought I bought the version 3 stepper motor from Moonlight with the built-in USB.
Yeah,
it works great. It's awesome. It's so much better than having that big controller. It's great.
There is a couple questions.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
Yeah, Gideon's was asking. I can't get my head around the autofocus routine in Nina, since you're the Nina guy, and I don't have any idea. It's not the curve. It's not the nice curve I see everywhere. It's the going up and down, and it looks like it's not smooth. But usually when it's not smooth, that would have to involve seeing, though. Correct?
It could.
Maybe.
It could.
It'd be backlash.
A lot of the issues that I see with any autofocus routine, and it's basically the same. The couple of things you got to work with any single program is what the focuser is, how many steps you need between your focus points. That's key. It's key. If if you don't have that, you are going to be going back and forth and back and forth.
It looks like he's using the EAF from ZWO, and I know they don't specify how many steps they have.
Okay, so with the EAF, as far as I know, and I haven't used a lot of it. It's about that, but I think I used with Nina, I think I used like 90 to 150 steps, and I was getting a good curve with that. I want to say that's what it was. But the other thing that I see a lot of people making mistakes with the autofocuser is if you're using the EAF, number one, make sure that that little that little header on the front that holds the belt, make sure that's tightened down. Because if it's just spinning, it's not going to move. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
That's
huge. The other thing too, Gideon, what kind of scope are you using?
Yep. Tyler dropped that.
Yeah. What scope is it?
No, I didn't. I'm good. I'm still here.
Are you just wait? What are you changing your shirt or something? What you want
No,
dark?
Somebody walked.
There's something's going on, so I gotta make sure everything's okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's fine. Let's see. Good evening, Gary. How you doing? Gideon, ZWO Focuser, 100 backlash, hyperbolic fix, step size 10. No way.
Yeah.
No,
that's way too small.
Boot that up to add a 0. I mean, start there. Start at 100. I'll tell you this: with my Asado, I'm at 7,500 steps because it's such a
it's 100,000 plus.
No, it's 500,000
step size. 500,000, yeah.
It's 500,000. So yeah.
My feather touch is 100,000.
So if your feather touch is 100,000, and what steps do you run at on your focuser?
Oh God, I can't even remember. It's up there. It's up there. It's 150 to 200.
150 to 200. So I would tell you with the EAF, start at 100 and work from there.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be different on every draw tube. I don't know your exact setup, and even if I did, I'd be dead honest with you. I could give you a good start point on where to start from. But if you're just going back and forth, you're seeing exactly what I'm seeing and what Scott was saying as well. You're seeing a combo of seeing and the focuser not moving or not moving enough. So what you're seeing when it goes down, you're seeing good seeing with the focuser moving a little bit. And then when it bounces back up, you're seeing horrible seeing with the focuser not moving enough. So I would bump up that step size huge.
You're using a Schmidt, Gideon?
He
says
didn't
cat
say
on the cat.
But he said I'm only doing what?
Quiv.
Yeah, because so you're on a Schmidt or you're on a
refractor.
A refractor. I'm sure it's definitely moving, but 10 steps seems very little.
Yeah, that's very small.
Yeah, I see Gary said 75 on the 127 he has.
Yeah, I messed around with the ZWO focuser on the C14. I could not get it to reliably work.
He's using it on a red cat. On a red cat refractor.
Okay.
I would still use 75 because that focuser goes out really long, number one. Number two is, I don't know if I don't know which video that you saw, but every single video I've seen Queeve with, he always has like a Schmidt Newtonian, a white Schmidt. Now, if he was using a red cat as well, then it would be apples to apples at that point. I don't know if he was using a red cat with the one that you saw.
He's got a 10-inch
said his fast steps are. Yeah, he's got a 10-inch. Is a Schmidt Newtonian that he's got on his roof, the white one. Yeah. But he may have been using a red cat with the EAF in another video. I don't know. I've yet to see all of his videos. I know him through vicariously through YouTube. But other than that, I do know he does a lot of reviews, and seems like a great guy. I've never met him or talked to him, but he seems like a great guy. So I would definitely boot that up to 100 though.
Yeah, you definitely want to boot that up.
Yeah.
You want to get that step size up.
Yeah, 10's I think 10's way too low.
Way too low.
Yeah, it's on his Newt. His Newt focuser is going to be completely different than your focuser on the Red Cat.
Exactly.
So you got to do what works for you, and it's good to use Queeve and whoever you watch as a starting point. But if you start to see flatline pretty much and just going, kind of like our viewer line right now, a little flat line. But if you see stuff like that. then you're going to definitely want to boot up. And don't always go by what the V curve looks like. Look at the image. Does it get smaller? Does it get bigger? Look at the image. And if you see no discernible difference between one shot to the next, disregarding any seeing aberration you may have, you're going to definitely want to bump up that step size, because you got to remember, not only the step size is important, because you're doing that within a certain amount of steps that you specify. So if you use 7 or 9 or 11 or whatever it is, that's fine. But you got to get there. You got to have that U/V curve within those 9, 11, 7, whatever steps that you have, depending on how big of a shift you want to make.
Yeah, half flux radius at 3.5. 3.5.
That's really relative based on seeing as well. So I don't know if that's good for where you are. You would have to judge that for you. And Tim, you're exactly right. Most are these nice, deep, you don't get a point at the bottom like a V curve. The only time you see a V curve, and it's misnomered because of this, is if you check the guiding stats in PhD, you get this V curve. I mean, it's like a point. And that's it. I think that's where it came from. And as a matter of fact, I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm just saying. But Tim, you're exactly right. It should be kind of dip a little bit like a parabola.
Yep.
Well, maybe not a parabola.
Yep.
Hyperbola, a little wider. I think that's what it is. But yeah, Gary, star size as well. Look at the image. And you're going to have to do some, but once you have it dialed in, you're good to go. You're good to go. So just take the time, stay on a star, just look at your focus. You know how I did it? This is how I did it. I was just doing manual. So I would say, okay, you know what? I would rack it to semi-close focus, and I'd rack it like 400 steps out, 1,000 steps out, whatever it is. And then what I always do is I move back in 100. Do I see a change? No? Okay. Move it at the beginning again. Move it plus 100. And then minus 200. See if I see a discernible change. If I do, then I go, okay, you know what? 200 steps. Let's do 11 and see what it is. Now, if I reach that, if one side of that U is a lot taller than the other, that's when I'll start changing the actual steps I want to use. So I'd lower it to 9 or 7, or I'd lower the step size and keep the amount of points. So they work together. They work together. A deep concave curve with small steps will be a very shallow. Yeah, absolutely. If you go too far, SGP, that SGP will fail on you. It says smart focus has failed, and apparently it's not very smart if it can't figure it out. But Tom Bramwell, we were just talking about you, bud. We were just talking about you. You missed it. Rewind. But thank you, Tom, for hooking up the Italy trio, the Prima Luce trio, for later on this year or early next year. Yeah, Tom, we were talking about, I was just telling you, you and I had this conversation regarding the Asado when I got it, and I'm up to 7,000, 7,500 steps per focus step. So, because it's so
actually,
so
I think my focus steps aren't 150 now. I think about it. I think with the feather touch, it's more like 4. I think I was at between 350 and 400.
I was gonna say, that sounds a little low too,
much
but
higher.
Yeah, so that's why I would say start at 100 steps on the EAF with Nina. Give it a shot.
Yeah, because the step size on the EAF is significantly larger than these other focusers like the Feather Touch or the Asado.
Correct.
significantly, or the moonlight for that matter.
Well, it's going to be different for every single focus tube. If you're using it on an SCT, it's going to be different. But that being said, you really got to kind of judge for your own image train. And you're gonna have to trial and error it. Like I said, get it close manually. Move it in, move it out, move it in. Figure out how many steps, and then you're good.
It helps so much. I mean, when I was initially setting up a focuser and trying to get a focus routine working with the C14, it just drove me crazy. It wasn't just me either, because Dan was trying to help as well, and and not only Dan, Tegan was trying to help.
Yep.
And the others, Jason, and we just couldn't get it to work. And it wasn't that it didn't work; it's that it didn't work reliably.
Right.
That was the problem. Sometimes it would focus, and other times it wouldn't. And I finally said, you know what, this is stupid. And I turned around, pulled everything off, boxed it up, sold both of them.
Yep.
And I bought.
I just bought my third. I bought my third one.
Yeah.
I bought my third one, and I'm going to be doing it with the ASI Air Plus with a camera, and it's just going to be my wide field for camera lenses with the 294 probably. What the hell?
This is an app. Sorry,
it's an app.
That it does that.
Yeah.
It's called It's a Beer Buddy app. I'm an alcoholic.
The Beer Buddy app.
Yeah, you can.
What?
I'm ashamed to say
Good
this.
God, Tyler.
Yeah, you need to you need to tell us what the Beer Buddy app is, because.
So it's an app.
Don't get me going with my dad jokes, okay?
So it's an app called Beer Buddy. What the app does is you're able to log, or like Dan, for instance, you're drinking whatever the hell you're, a Long Island iced tea.
Yeah, Jack and Coke.
So Jack and Coke. So you're able to take pictures of it, share it with your friends. It's like, yeah, I'm an alcoholic. Look at me drink. And that's basically it.
So it's a picture of you drinking.
No, I took a picture of my Corona bottles that I've drank on the kitchen table because I had a rough day. It's a long week. So I took a picture of them, put tired as hell. It's kind of like Facebook, but for beer. That's it.
Wow.
Don't judge me. You don't know me.
I don't judge you.
Judge me.
Gary
Wow.
Gary makes a good point. Having a focus motor that is a harmonic drive focus motor, for zero backlash. Yeah, that's one of the beautiful things about having a harmonic drive is the precision that they provide.
Like a low profile Asado at 0.01 microns. I mean, how much more precise you want to be?
But it's insane.
That's insane. It's insane. I mean, it's what? It's like what, 2 inches thick? It's crazy.
And it's able to move that minute of a detail.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what else, I mean, Tom missed it. I don't know what else they can come up with over there. I really don't.
Oh,
I know what they can come up with. I'm pretty sure I know what they can come up with. But it's just the fathom and the thought that they put behind it. It's... it'd be nice to meet Omar. Granted, he's in Italy.
Yep.
I mean, I've met engineers, but it's just nice to meet one that's he's an outside-the-box thinker, and he'll push the boundaries. And it sounds like Omar is literally pushing boundaries.
Oh, total. Tom has dreams about this guy. Right, Tom?
That's it.
but listen.
Well, not for nothing, but if they're smart, they won't rely solely on Omar. He'll be apprenticing 2 or 3 others to come up, because people will get older and they do retire, and if there's not somebody there to fill those shoes, man.
Well,
I'm sure there
is a succession thing, and
if he's as smart as he is, then I'm sure he's already thinking of contingency plans of that.
I hope so.
Well,
that was one of the big problems that Kodak had.
Yeah, well, people learn from the past so they don't mess up their future. So
yeah,
that's where I'm at.
Yeah, that's where we're all at. but hey, and what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Damn, it came and went. Sorry.
That'll be an old.
It doesn't get any better with age.
I forgot to take the Prevagen today. I don't know.
Jesus. Have another Jack and Coke, would you?
Dude, this is nothing. Nothing.
Well, you ain't got enough liquor in it.
Yeah, you're right. I don't.
So what's everybody doing this weekend? I know what I'm doing this weekend.
Well, I know what I'm
doing this weekend.
I'm getting my 8R done this weekend. It's gonna be finished. So you
Do you get your
have
solar scope yet?
Oh yeah. It's right here.
I want to see a solar image from you.
Well, I need to get a decent visual. I'm still not sure how to work this Etalon, the pressure tuning.
Here I can give you some advice because I had one.
Okay.
So per the instructions, what you do is you just the top cap is I released it a little bit to relieve the pressure.
I didn't even know it turns.
then you back off the big one.
Right.
About a little bit of the way to where it's real loose.
Okay.
And then tighten the little cap back up. Just hand tight and just look at the visual and just turn it slowly and watch the detail just poof. But you got a double stack, didn't you?
No, it's single.
Yeah, just slowly turn it and that thing will just poof. You'll just start seeing flares. You'll start seeing road maps just everywhere, all over the sun. It's insane.
It's still a small image scale. It's only a 50 millimeter, so it's not
You
big.
can still see it visually.
Yeah.
If you got a zoom eyepiece,
Who makes
it'll be
that?
fine.
Well, I used my 4 millimeter TMB planetary. Dude, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah, just to see the sun in one of those, just a solar driven scope is incredible.
Yeah. Yep.
It takes it's a whole different ball game.
I agree.
Context from drawing.
I agree.
Who makes that scope?
It's a Lund.
It's Lunt.
Oh, it's Lunt.
Yeah, it's a Lund 50 HA something. But
What does that
got
go
a
for? About 800?
$8.99.
That was
I
close.
got it slightly used. Literally, like slightly. I mean, it was probably used twice.
Took it out of the bag and put it back in.
Took it out. Yeah, it's a nice scope. Put it right back in.
But the funny thing is, this is how it came. The guy didn't even have the box for it. This is how it came. I had to make my
is it?
own box. This is the bag.
Looks like a velvet.
No, this is the Lund bag.
Velvet bag.
It's the Lund bag. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? Velvet? No.
Yeah,
Velour.
looks like velvet. It looks like, or it's sheer. It's cat. I don't know.
It's catting. But I'm very excited. I took it out really quick. I need to get something like a little bit lighter weight. I don't want to have to take out my Atlas to kind of put this on a mount. But it's really cool. I'm excited about it.
What I found that helped me is, I don't know if you have any. I found some. Well, you got a 50 millimeter. When I had my 60, I had some old Williams Optics rings. Contact or just clamshell style rings.
Yep.
And I think you sold me, Dan, a long time ago. And I put it. I just
for the
changed
guide.
the guide scope.
Yep.
I changed to a Losmandy plate, and that helped. I could just put it on the bigger mount, so I wouldn't have to mess with it.
This has got a nice clamshell ring actually to it.
It does. They really do, but I wanted a little bit more stability.
You want 2 rings instead of 1. That's what you want. Yeah, I hear you.
That's what I want.
I hear you.
I'm different.
No,
I mean,
it makes sense. I'm not one that goes for, like I agree with you. I think that you need 2 rings just to even out the weight across the barrel.
Yeah.
But when
They
you
want
also
any flexure and causing the
exactly.
Go ahead.
Exactly.
yeah. Because especially with the Lunt, if you don't pressure tune it from what, oh God, what's her name? I can't think of Faye. Yeah, no,
Faye.
yeah, it's Faye.
Yep.
From what she's told me is if you pressure tune it right, but then there's a little bit of flexure, you'll have one hot spot on one side of the sun, and the rest of it's fine. So it's like solid white towards the edge.
Gotcha.
And the rest of it's just like perfection
Huh.
because of the flexure. Or you're just not getting the pressure tune right. It takes a little bit of fiddling with, to be honest.
I'm sure it does. I literally only had it out from like 4 to 6 p.m. before it went behind the tree,
Yeah.
so I wasn't really playing with it yet. I just wanted
But
to
it's
get it
still
out.
awesome.
Yeah,
It's
so
awesome.
I'm psyched. I'm psyched. And just for those latecomers out, this is it. Yeah, this is it. So this is what Tyler gave us to give away to our viewers, and we're going to be doing this again because we got some more. We got some more viewers. So just so you know, this is a Player One planetary camera. This is the Mars version. Basically, it's the 290 chip. But it looks like a great planetary camera. I have not used it, but I've seen some of the pictures on AstroBin and stuff. Check it out. This is the Mars version. This is gonna be a giveaway. So we'll put all the rules on the website, and basically you just got to be a viewer and register your email, and that's it. And we'll do
the rules. Well, that was simple.
we'll do a wheel of fortune. We'll pull the ring, and whatever email wins. And then we'll be doing a raffle. He was gracious enough to give us a second one, the Neptune version, which is the 464?
Yeah, 464.
Yeah, 464 chip, and that's going to be a raffle. Maybe I don't know, a $3 or $4 raffle, maybe a $5 raffle, and and that's it. I will throw that in. So Frank Luongo said, "Hey yo."
Ew.
Los Monte plates should be standardized as the default equipment.
I think
agree.
all mounts need it. I mean, 90% mounts nowadays have Losmandy heads.
Yeah, they've got the dual.
There's a few companies that don't.
Yep.
I'm not going to name names. I work at one of them.
Yeah,
But
yeah, you do.
I'm trying to push the envelope, kind of like Omar does, but Omar he completely levels
He's
it.
in a different
Really not.
atmosphere or something.
He's not even on the same envelope that I'm in. But yeah, it'd be nice if all telescopes would come with Losmandy CNC machined and rings and all that jazz, but they don't.
It's unfortunate they don't. Yeah, I mean,
they don't.
I mean, even the what was it? The doublets from Skywatcher? They're like $900, and they come with Vixen. You get into the Esprit, you get the 80 Esprit came with a 4-inch dovetail like this big. I'm like, really? I took that thing right off.
How much?
Yeah, $1,600 got a 4-inch dovetail. Yes, but yep, yes, Prima Luce lamp. Yep, lamps work with both Vixen and Losmandy. Yep, yes they do.
Yep. They're I don't know. You may have to correct. I think does Losmandy have a 21-inch dovetail?
I have not seen that. I
don't think I've seen it, but I know Prima Luce has
ADM.
It's ADM.
ADM.
But ADM and Prima Luce is the only ones that I've known that have over a 7-inch dovetail plate.
Oh no, ADM goes up to. I don't know if the
ADM has an enormous one.
Yeah, but I don't think
it'll
it's
fit my C14.
I don't think it's 21-inch though. I think it's 17.
Yeah, but the 480 is their biggest on the Prima Luce.
495.
495. That's a beast.
That's almost 20 inches.
I put that on my refractor just for balancing purposes alone.
I have one. Well, so I have I have the for the 127. I have the 495, and I was going to use the 495 for my side-by-side setup.
Yep.
After talking to people like Tom, Ron,
Simon,
I mean Alvin, Theodore, all of them. I got a lot of information, and I actually went back to the way I had it set up originally, and I am now stacked again. So I'm not doing.
It'll be easier for center balance to get it that way. You'll probably have a lot more success.
Me and Tom were talking about balance on the side-by-side for a while, and he was like, oh man, you know what you do? Let's see where your balance is and stick a pencil underneath the dovetail where you think it's balanced and kind of seesaw it, and see where you're at. And that pencil was almost right in the middle of the dovetail because I had the 127 on its own with the camera on one side. On the other side, I had the 80, the Eagle, a bunch of clamps, and the guide scope on the left side.
But when you're doing a side-by-side, now granted I've never messed with side-by-sides at all, do you have to balance it basically in 3 axes?
Yes.
Your RA and the deck, and then what is the other one? The y-axis?
It's like
X, Y, and Z.
XYZ. XYZ. Yeah.
So it's the z-axis that I think everybody has the most trouble with.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's XYZ, not YYZ. That's Rush.
Yes,
but
it
it's
is.
YYD.
Sorry.
But
yeah, you know what, Tom? I would love it if Prima Luce would come out with a Losmandi bar long enough to fit my C14. I'd buy it in a minute.
Dude, what are you talking about? The 495 would be fine.
495 would fit.
It's 20 inches.
Would it fit?
It's 20 inches.
Yeah, it's 20 inches.
It's not. I'm sorry. It's not for 20. It's 19.66 something.
Okay.
But it's 20 inches, Dan.
It's 20 inches. It's huge.
Yeah, that. I may have to look at that.
Dude, well, I have an extra one now. I'll just send it to you with the clamp I owe you.
Wait a minute. The C14, 20 inches. I don't know if that's long enough. I don't think that's long enough.
Too.
Measure it. Find out. That's the only way to do it.
Yeah, I don't think that's long enough.
Measure it.
Yeah. I wish I could. My scope is squirreled away, packed up.
Well, yeah, 495. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So.
Yeah, I'd have to pull the scope. From center to center on the mounts for the scope. I think it's more than 20 inches. I'll have to measure it. But
measure it when you get down to wherever you're going in Florida, Tallahassee, or wherever you're going.
No, not going to Tallahassee.
Ocala.
Just outside of Tampa.
What do we got? What do we got going on? 359. Yeah, Yeah, so since Tom's in the chat, I was just wondering. I could have really used. You're muted, Ty. Nope.
My wife's listening to her phone, so I'm going to mute myself.
Sorry, no problem. I thought you were talking to us. You were looking at the camera, and I thought, yeah, you're not talking to us. We're not that important. I know. Yeah, I know. There you go. Okay. But
there you are. So the C14 length, it looks like the stock is 14 inches.
No.
That's the
14?
Yeah, it is.
No
14,
way.
A Celestron
There's no
14-inch dovetail bar is 14 inches in length.
I can guarantee you it's not.
No.
That bar I've got
looking at the website.
Dude, that's a 350. That's like this big. No way. The 14 is like this.
No way.
He's going to go unpack this thing now.
All right. Stand by, caller. Stand by. Go to my freaking...
The length is 23.75. 23.75 inches. Thank you, Frank. Thank you. He lost his... So, Scott, you there? Stop.
Yeah, I'm right here.
23.75.
Yeah,
that's the inches? Well, then this website's off. Extremely bad.
What website is it?
Hang on. It's Celestron. It's Adorama.
No.
Yeah,
try a Gina Astro. They have an awesome website, and their stuff is always right. I don't know where he gets his information.
So, other than that,
yeah, Tyler had shrinkage with the the dovetail plate.
It's always shrinkage.
Yeah,
fighting that my whole life.
The water was cold.
You can have a shrinkage app.
Yeah, it's my fault. I trusted Adorama. We should never trust a camera store.
A camera store, yeah, that's not, yeah. Anyway, so...
They don't know how to read a measuring tape.
No.
So the 495 will not work.
It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it.
I didn't think it would. Yep.
Well, then
I
Tom
love the
needs to
look of that, the
Omar.
Primaluchic.
So,
in
in case any of our watchers were noticing, where's Peter?
We don't know.
I do know now.
Oh, you do know now?
Hi, Dan. I just wanted to let you know the motherboard on my laptop is toast. I have to drive to Sacramento tomorrow morning to replace it.
Oh, no.
So, sorry. That's why he didn't make it. So...
I gotta get another beer.
But where I was going though with the 350 and the 495, Prima Luce needs something in the middle of that because the 495 is stupid long, and it's 20 inches, and the 350 is like 13 and a half or something like that. There's nothing between the 14 and the 20, like a 7. You need like a 17. Something like that. You need someone, because I was looking for something to go side by side, a little bit shorter than the 450, but not as short as the 350. But that's just me. You could call that the Higgins dovetail too, just like you have the 80 Esprit Higgins adapter as well. So for the Asano too. But
yeah, Tom, I think that the biggest plate you got is about 2.5 inches too short to fit the C14.
It's actually a little bit more. It's almost 4 inches.
Almost 4. Oh, there you go.
It's almost 4
inches.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you could talk to Omar, man, you could get one. Oh man, that'd be freaking awesome. I would put a Primaluce, plate on that scope in a second.
Yep.
So that means Tom will pay Primo price. Primo.
When have I not ever?
They're gonna call that the coal plate.
And I just froze. There we go. Well, hey, there are a lot of C14 owners out there.
Oh yeah.
They definitely got a market for that plate. If they make 100 of them, I bet you they'd all sell out.
Well, I just sold the C14 yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine messing with that. 11-inch for me is
max.
14-inch.
Yeah.
That's insane.
11 is going to be max for me. I think that's going to be my deep sky go-to. I think eventually.
It's a lot easier to handle. Being what is it, 28 pounds?
Yep.
Compared to 40?
Yeah.
On the
40, 46.
46, even worse. That's how much my mount weighs.
Yeah. And I know you struggled to get that thing on the pier.
Yeah, I got a little strain in the forearms, but it was okay. Frank's purchasing an 11 edge that I have in the store.
Nice.
It's 11 edge HD, mint condition. But if he didn't buy it, I was
don't send it FedEx.
So. No FedEx.
Wow.
No FedEx, no UPS. It's going from the store into his hands. He lives in the area.
This freaking guy. I swear to God.
Hey, listen, Tyler, I mean, firsthand what UPS can do or FedEx can do.
It wasn't UPS, it was FedEx.
It was FedEx.
You relied on a bunch of idiots. Here, pack my $2,000. Go.
Dude, it's FedEx, and they wouldn't insure it unless if they packed it. That's the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you, they packed it. Oh boy, they packed it nice and good and tight there. Good and tight.
Yeah, I sent my CGXL.
I'll show you what they packed it with.
To a guy.
3 freaking.
I sent my CGXL out to Utah. And
that's what they packed it with.
UPS said, "We won't insure it if you pack it." I said, "Okay,
yep,
I don't care," because I'm thinking to myself, "You guys suck."
Yep.
Gonna
get a new scope out of this.
$3,000 mount. In no way, no freaking way. So no, I said that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll take the liability insurance. No sweat. And it still costs $600 to ship the damn thing.
Yeah, Tom has his Edge 11 also. He has a similar setup like you do with the 14. wheelie
Yep.
bars and the whole thing. But Tyler and I
Have you
don't
seen the
have
setup
wheelie
I've got,
bars.
Tom?
What's that?
I was asking Tom if he'd seen the setup because I have the same. I have the wheelie bar, just like what Dan was saying.
Yep.
But see, Dan,
It's
the
a pretty
beauty
cool
part about what we get is you have a pier. I'm putting in a pier. My official pier will be here Wednesday.
Okay.
But I have to do all the prep work tomorrow.
Sure. Yep.
So I picked up the. Let's see if I remember how to freaking screen share this thing. Oh Lord.
It's on the bottom in the middle.
Yeah.
right in the middle.
Toggle screen
There
sharing.
you
I guess you're gonna have to accept it.
Nope.
No, it's there. There you
Is
go.
it there?
I just got to make
So
you bigger.
that-
So
Yeah,
there you
well,
go.
It's
Go
my
ahead.
life story.
yeah, ain't it?
That's I have big hands. I'm 6'1", 6'2" on a good day. Almost 300 pounds. My hands are sausage fingers. That's a 16-inch pipe, 16-inch in diameter, 30 inches tall.
Yeah.
It's a big pipe.
Yeah.
It is going on, and there's the auger. Luckily, the auger drills 36 inches.
Okay.
Luckily. I ended up, the only biggest size they had was 12-inch rotary drill.
Yep.
So since I physically can't do anything because of my back, I wrangled in some friends that are in the astronomy community that are local. They said they'll come help. So I got 3 or 4 guys coming to help me get that thing all prepped for Wednesday to get the new pier. And I'm excited to take that next step.
Yeah.
So it's going by 16 by 30. I'm going to put a flat, I don't know a footer, but it's not going to be above ground level. It's going to be right
you won't
at
be
ground
like
level.
me. You'll be at ground level.
No, I'll be right at ground level.
You know, if I didn't
way,
have those damn forsythias,
Yeah, no,
I would have been
well,
at ground
you cut
level.
the damn things out. It's
Yeah,
not
well,
hard.
talk to the wife.
Hey, cut them out. There, I just did.
You know,
But the
not for nothing,
convenience of the
Tyler.
ground, yeah.
I was just going to say, not for nothing. I've done a lot of concrete work in my life. I put my driveway in. I poured foundations. I've done all kinds of concrete work. One of the things that you can never ever go wrong on is the reinforcing in that concrete. If it was me, I'd be getting some galvanized mesh and cut out a section 3 foot long, 44 inches wide, and wrap it into a circle and sink it down into that.
Yep,
I pour the concrete around it and then drop rebar in there.
Chicken wire.
Chicken wire, baby.
That's it. You want the concrete reinforcing wire. They should have that at Lowe's or Depot.
They do. I got it's about a 50 or 60 yard roll of it. So
Yep.
I'll cut it out. I'll probably just fold it or round it, big rolls, and just put it right in the middle, enough to where I can get my J-bolts through.
Yep.
And then I'm set. Buddy of mine's built the
Yeah.
template, but we got 10% overage on the concrete because I wanted to make sure I had enough.
Yep.
Because I definitely did not want to go back to Lowe's and buy more concrete.
No.
But concrete wasn't expensive. It was for 10
cheap.
bags. It was $70.
Yeah.
$75.
It's relatively cheap.
I mean, the most expensive part was the pier and the renting the auger for a day. For a day with an auger was $100. It's like, sure, done.
Yeah, Tom was talking no piers for him in Vegas, where the temperature goes from 118 to 25 in the winter.
Oh,
so,
God.
But see, our frost line's only 12 to 14 inches. Not
yeah, I was going to say that. When you said it was only a 30-inch tube, I was like, but I forgot where you live.
It's just 12 to 14 inches. That's the frost line. But I'm wanting to make sure I have plenty of ballast.
Yeah.
Especially when I put the C11 on there. I want to have no vibrations. I got to figure out, I don't think I want to put sand in there in the actual tube. I think I want to put like pea gravel or something of that nature. That way, if it rains or gets in there, it'll dissipate and get out and not freeze.
At the bottom of your tube, just put 8 to 10 inches of gravel in the bottom of the tube. Set the tube right on the gravel, and then pour. You could actually just pour some of the concrete in until it just covers the gravel. Then set the tube on that, and secure it up, and then fill the tube. Put your reinforcing wire in there, and you don't need a double layer of wire. Just the wire, say 14. You make a 14-inch circle. You got a 16-inch tube, 14-inch circle. You're good.
Yeah,
that's all you need.
And the buddy's bringing rebar. He put it up here at his house.
Yep.
And he's got plenty of rebar, all that stuff. He's just going to come lend me a hand. I'm going to provide beer and food.
There you go. Beer and food.
You gotta love workers that work for beer and pizza. That's freaking awesome.
And you gotta download the Beer Buddy app.
Yeah, the Beer Buddy app. It's turning into a damn beer show, Jesus. But
yeah,
when I get down to Florida, that's one of the things I'm definitely going to do is put in I'm going to put in a permanent pier when we get down there and get the house and set. I'm going to put a permanent pier in, and eventually, once that, I'll probably build a structure around it, probably a roll off,
Yeah, that's the way to go. Yeah, absolutely. Roll off roof in a warm room. And that's it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you don't need a warm room. It's Florida.
No, you don't.
Hey, you're going to need a warm room.
Well, you might need a dehumidifier.
You're gonna need a warm
years
room.
in New York, man. I don't care how cold it gets in Florida. Nothing compares to upstate New York in the winter.
Yeah, but you know what? You'd be surprised on how acclimated you could get to nicer weather. Next thing you know, you're thinking, "Oh yeah, I'm wearing shorts in 40-degree weather." Now you're gonna be wearing jackets in 60-degree weather. So
you're gonna be the weird guy that comes off the plane from Hawaii and big giant jackets, aren't you?
I wear shorts in January in Rochester. Okay,
that's because you don't go outside.
60 degrees, that ain't nothing. That's swimming weather.
That explains those long, pasty chicken legs you got going on.
Well, you ain't kidding.
Yeah, boys, I got some scary leg going out, baby.
Damn, that's way too much.
I have to break out the hard stuff.
No, whenever you're ready,
all you gotta
man.
do is ask my wife.
You want to do shots?
No, baby.
I gotta work tomorrow. So.
Where do you tell McDonald's to kick rocks for one day? Would you?
I go on vacation starting Sunday, so.
You've been there for 50 years. Good God, tell them to calm
32.
down. Gave you a few because you're old.
Yeah.
32 years.
Yeah, Gary, Watertown is brutal.
Yeah,
I've never been to Duluth, but I know Minnesota gets very cold. But Watertown, man, I'm telling you, they measure snow in feet.
Yeah.
Not inches, feet.
No, heck no.
My friend lived in Watertown, and it was a disaster. He from Long Island, moved to Watertown because of the job. He said 1.5 years, he was out, and he got...
Oh, yeah.
No way. That's crazy.
Watertown has the same problem Buffalo does. You know, they're both at the butt end of those lakes, and they get crushed.
Yep. And Pete Pruill, he'll tell you. He told us last week. And, you know, the weather there is kind of crazy. And you need a roll-off roof. You don't want to be walking around and dealing with that and doing stuff through 3 feet of snow and trucking through that. It's crazy.
No. Well, the problem isn't snow in Florida. The problem in Florida is torrential rain.
Hurricane.
Yeah.
Hurricanes.
And hurricanes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hurricanes.
What do we got? Who's texting?
I'm getting yelled at by my wife. She's like, "You're being too loud."
I guess.
Sorry, honey.
Oh boy.
Guys, I'm gonna get off here. I had a long day. I had to help
really?
the customer with the Celestron.
Yeah, close it up
I'm
in
tired.
20 minutes.
Oh, then shit, I'll stay on.
you know, I've been up since 5 too, so I'm with you.
Boo-hoo, boo-hoo.
You stretching out that tattoo. Come on.
Oh God, that's what I needed, the pop of my neck. Ugh.
But yeah,
I had to help a buddy. Go ahead.
So I'm super excited to do that. Do any project with that. I think. Let's see. You know what I think my first project's going to be? I think it's going to be an HARGB M42.
Oh, nice.
I think that's what's going to be my first project with the EQ8.
So, did you get a hold of Tom like he told you to about your cable?
We were talking a little bit.
Power?
But nothing straight. No.
Yeah, power. Yeah.
No.
Well, you need to get on it so you can actually use the mount because
Well-
apparently it don't work without power. That's what I hear.
No, yeah, well, I did get a straight off Prima Luce power cable for the 8.
Yeah.
I got that, but that's not gonna work well enough. I don't think, because that still doesn't solve the 5. Well, actually, Mark Ellis was talking to me about using the power ports on the 8R just for the focusers. Just for the focusers.
Okay.
And that may be an option. I mean,
I never. I don't
You mean other than
understand
your
why they
Eagle?
would-
what for power, because here you go. Here's just for one of the focuses, because I got 5 things that require power. I have 4 outs on the Eagle.
Sure.
So I split one of them out of the Eagle. I split a 3M for the 2 focuses, which will be fine. But you're adding a splitter, you're doing this, you're doing that. If I could just use one 2.1 off the rail, off the 8R, just for focuser power,
Yep.
I think that's the way to go. I think.
That'd be easier. That way you can just minimize and make sure everything is
Yep.
getting the proper voltage.
Yep.
Because you don't want to have a drop off in the middle of a routine.
Exactly.
At all.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm sure Tom will help you out and get what you need to get done as far as that. It'll be interesting to see what you can do with it. I mean, I like stacking. Stacking's fun. I just side by side scares me.
Well, I showed you the picture, right, of what I got. Yeah. So I showed it on Wednesday night too, and what I ended up with was close to what I actually put a picture of it on the show, like back in June, when I still had the S-Big camera, and I mean this thing was high. I mean it was so. I got figured out a way to kind of compact it a little bit, erasing some dovetails and erasing some stuff, and getting some spacing a little differently, using the dual clamps from Prima Luce inverted upside down to clamp on
God,
other
it helps
dovetails.
so much to have those.
Yeah, I mean it's
God,
awesome because
it helps
now
to have those.
not only does it not clamp down, but not only does it alleviate the spacing in between everything. That's the first thing. The second thing is that if I wanted to use just the 127 or just the 80, I don't have to go butcher anything and move dovetails and do this. It's slides off, slides on, slides off. Use this.
That's
use
what I
that.
love. I love about that big clamp, and I'm glad you sold it to me, both of them.
Yep.
Because that makes balancing so
And
much
that's not
easier.
even the biggest one. That's only the dual. They have the maxi clamp now with 3 handles.
No, I'm good with the dual.
Well, the 3
Dual's
handles are,
huge.
I spoke to Tom about some suggestions on the 3 and what you would use it for. He's like anything over like 45 pounds. I was like, okay. So,
Okay, that makes sense for security reasons.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. So
What's the 2-handle weighted for?
what's that? It's not. It's no.
What's the-
It's not a weighted thing. It's just a recommendation from Tom, I think. And
Okay.
he could put his recommendations on in the chat if he's still there. But basically, I think what he said was the single clamp up to a 3-inch refractor, the dual clamp up to a 5, and anything higher than that use the triple maxi. So
The maxi clamp.
yeah, the maxi pad.
Yeah. God. Freaking man.
You can
Makes
take
Warrior
the boy
Jack
out of the
go.
farm, but you can't take the farm out of the boy.
I am not a farm hand. I don't even know what a farm is.
I can tell you real quick, you wouldn't last long.
I would not last. I know I wouldn't last a second on a farm. Are you
But
serious?
it would be fun. It would definitely be fun to watch you try.
Dude, I'd do it just to have fun. I'd walk
I'd
around
put
with
you
the,
on-
Obviously, he's never been on a farm.
no.
I'd put you on a hay bale truck. That's all I would do.
Okay. I don't know what that is, but okay.
God.
It would either be the bugs getting to him or all the hay getting everywhere else.
No, it'll be the hay. It'll be the hay. Yeah.
The hair,
Well,
the hay and the hair. You won't be able to handle it.
All I know is that in 3 weeks I'll be able to get a haircut.
What? Are you on COVID time?
No, I'm doing this for Halloween.
Uh-huh.
Oh, good God.
It's going as
Halloween
Pennywise.
is scary. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I got the makeup, I got the contacts, I got the suit.
That means you got to shave the goatee.
I gotta shave the goatee. Yes, I gotta shave the goatee. I got the
So you're
teeth.
gonna look funny.
I got the teeth.
You're gonna look funny as hell.
Oh my
That's
God.
what you're gonna look like.
I've only had the goatee
look
for like 9 months. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I have to. My in-laws, my father-in-law does a giant Halloween thing every year. He's the only neighbor that hands out full-size candy bars. Everybody loves him, but it's always a maze of stuff that he puts that scares the living shit out of you.
Nice.
He's spent thousands of dollars on animatronics that will literally leap out to
Nice.
get you.
Nice.
Yeah. And this year's theme's all pirates, so we all have to dress up as pirates. And I said, well, I had a backpack with a peg leg, so I'll walk around with a peg leg.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get dressed up like Pennywise, and I'm just gonna be the only thing on my lawn, just standing there for hours, not moving.
Please tell me you're gonna have the red balloon.
I have a bunch of red balloons, and I'll show you. Give me a second.
The bad thing is the kids won't know who the hell you are,
Nope.
but all the adults will know.
Yep.
Hiya, Georgie.
Oh God.
You wanna come? You wanna come play?
I
The
hate
bad thing is
clowns.
I've never seen the newer renditions of the movies. I've seen the older ones.
I saw
100
the
times.
first rendition. The first.
Well,
movie.
I mean, it's really tough to beat Tim Curry.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot more graphic,
Yeah.
from what I hear. It's like,
Oh, it's yeah.
that's it.
It's brutal.
That's the newspaper. Bodies of missing kids found in Derry sewer.
Oh yeah, you're gonna go to jail for by the end of the night.
There you go. But
Someone's gonna come up with a baseball bat and hit you.
but I got the red dye for the hair, so I'm growing it out, so I don't have to wear a wig. And after Halloween,
Lots
it'll
and
be
lots of hairspray.
Oh, got it. We're good.
I mean,
We're good.
I figured he'd be the alien because he's almost halfway there.
We got it. I'm sorry. We actually have questions regarding to astrophotography. So I guess we actually have to like answer these.
We have to work.
Yes, we have to work. So Gideon, Dan, another Nina question. I'm imaging now, but seemingly every light frame is saved in a new folder. I now have 80 folders. Okay, so
boy.
That sucks.
when you go into the options in Nina, there is a file naming section of that. And if you use the slash too many times, each slash makes a folder. So how I normally do it is I do it target first, then I'm a little weird, so you could take it or leave it, but target, date, filter, and frame type. That's what I do. And then after that, I start building the file name, and how you build the file name is with underscores. So after your last backslash, you build your file name, and then I do it again. What are you laughing at for? The beer app? Is that what you're laughing at?
Yeah. You got to get the toilet app, okay?
I'm sure he has it already. But but you build the file name with underscores, and I do it again. I'll do everything that's in the file folder. So I'll do target name, what type of frame, what's a filter, the filter type, how long of an exposure. I even put in my focuser position, my temperature, all that kind of stuff, and that's all done with underscores. So once you're done with the last backslash, start building your and then it'll stop you. I bet you have something like / target name, so every single, and that's where it stops. So it's just going to go target name, go all the way down the list, and you want to look at that. That's the whole thing with that. It's very similar to for you Sequence Generator Pro users, same exact thing with the file naming key that it has. Same thing, backslashes for folders, underscores to separate the stuff in the file name, and then that's how that works. So, hope that answers your question.
Oh my gosh.
So we got 10 minutes left, and I know you guys aren't. So no sci-fi tangent tonight because you guys don't know anything about none of that stuff. But
thank God, normalcy.
You know, I like looking, and when we do this, I like watching the graph go, whoa, and when we start this sci-fi tangent, so it's like the masochist inside of me, where it's just I love seeing like the viewership just dropping like half. But so all right, just to wrap things up a little bit, don't forget November 17th we got Warren Keller, December 17th we got Amy Astro, and to ring in the new year we're gonna have the Prima Luce trio. With Tom at Prima Luce USA, Filippo, CEO of Prima Luce, and Omar, head engineer of Prima Luce Italy. So that's going to be awesome. And please, everybody, give me your questions. I will ask them. It's going to be a recorded show because of the time difference. But I will ask your questions given the time that they give me. So,
I got a question for you.
No, just write it. Put it in an email.
I don't write good.
And just because you did that, I'm going to go right over your face and with the email. and there's the email, or you could email myself at dan@astroworldweb.com, or any of the guys. I don't even think they've ever gotten an email, but make them feel special. Send them an email and go their name at astroworldweb.com, and you could ask them questions as well. Don't forget our social media stuff. We are on, obviously, YouTube because you're watching us now. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch now, and since we got the whole users.
We need to, it looks like Gideon's saying we need to get Peter Zelinka in here next year.
Yes, that would be nice. That would be nice.
He's hard to get a hold of from what I hear.
Yeah, and he's doing his own thing too, so it's kind of tough.
Not yet, Mark. He has not got it up and running yet.
Well,
Mark
it's up. It's up. It's never been powered. So
it probably doesn't work. We don't know yet.
Well, good thing I got a really good warranty, so if it's broken, it's covered for the next 3 years. So
yeah, it'll be 12 months before you get a repair.
Hey, it'll still be repaired. So
it's true.
And I have 2 other mounts that I could use for now. But.
So what are you going to do with the other 2? I know you got the Orion the Orion Hypertune. What are you going to do with the other one?
Well, I got the 6R Pro.
Yeah, you're going to use it for travel when you go to star parties and.
Yep, that's what I'll do. And I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe selling the Atlas.
Why? You just hypertuned it.
Well, that's the reason why I hypertuned it, because it was going, and so I hypertuned it, and it's an awesome mount, and I'm still getting 0.3 guiding on it. So, and that's with chain belts. It's no belts. It's all teeth. So
it's all teeth geared.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a really good mount. It's underrated. I would tell you it's probably like an EQ6R, like a 44-pound.
Oh no, it's a lot. Well, poundage wise, yeah, but as far as technology, it's old.
Oh yeah, it's 10 years. It's 8 to 10 years old.
Just the boards, the circuitry, just the technology is 20 years old. Easy.
Oh, probably, yeah, absolutely. But you know what? It's an awesome mount, and it works well.
Yeah,
and it's got its own ASCOM drivers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody who's just getting into astrophotography.
Yeah, it'll be real good for a beginner. So it'll definitely hold them out for a long time.
Yeah.
At least a good 4 or 5 years before
Yeah.
they decide to jump to a bigger mount.
Absolutely.
So,
But I may just keep
cool.
it to for posterity's sake because it's my first real EQ mat. So
I got rid of mine. Yeah.
I got an EQ M35 for my lightweight stuff.
Yep, me too.
So Scott's tired. We're all tired. So it is 9:25. So let's end this tonight here. I think this is a good time. Oh, you got to get another drink.
Yeah, got a little chill. I got to get up and go get ready.
Can you give us the beer sound one more time somehow?
Yeah, hang on. Stand by. Stand by, caller. And hang on, getting there. Getting there.
In the meantime, there's a drunk standing at the urinal.
And on that note, everybody have a good night. I hope we were able to answer your questions. I hope we were able to be somewhat not as stupid as we really think we are. And what do you say? I don't like half as you as much as you should, and I hate most of you more than you deserve, or something like that.
Yes. Yes.
I totally butchered that Fellowship of the Ring, but I totally butchered. But,
Bilbo, yeah. Rolling over in his grave.
1 to
Stick
11.
to sci-fi, please. Stick to sci-fi.
Yeah, well, God. But okay, so that's it. We're done. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll be back on Wednesday night. We'll be doing. Hopefully, Tyler's gonna have some cool stuff with his peer. Hopefully, I'll have something to report with the EQ8R. I know Eric has a supplemental report coming on the ASI Air Plus. So, got a lot of stuff coming down the pike. I'm really trying to get a hold of that Sharpstar harmonic mount. And they just came out with the price for it.
What's the price? I'm curious.
Sub 3,000.
That's not bad for harmonic.
What's the payload?
I don't know all the specs yet. They just came out with the price. So
I can find out.
Yeah, give me a little time on that. We're not going to do it tonight. But you know, it's only $3,000. So wow.
It'd probably be about a 40-pound payload.
That's what I'm thinking. But
yeah.
But that's about equal to it's pretty much. And I'm sure they're going to come out with a big amount payload, like an 80 or a 110 or something like that eventually. But it's nice
to see how this goes.
Yeah, it's nice to see how well, you know what, at that price, and Sharpstar, fortunately or unfortunately, Sharpstar has a bigger name out there right now because of the ASCAR stuff than Rainbow Astro does, because Rainbow Astro only does their mounts. So they're well known for people who like great mounts, but they're not as diversified as Sharpstar. So maybe Sharpstar will sell a little bit more, and hopefully that gets the knowledge higher for the harmonic mount, which is a really awesome design. If you haven't seen the video that Scott has on Astro Playground, check it out, because he incorporates the video for Rainbow Astro and how the harmonic drive was created and how it works. And it's really, really cool. So check that out over at Astro Playground. Don't forget Tyler's YouTube channel, Astro for Dummies. There you go. I didn't screw it up this time.
Even you remembered.
I did.
That's why I picked such an easy channel.
And it's also, the funny thing is that I didn't screw up Gideon tonight. I've been moving this guy all over the world. He was in France. Right. He was in Long Island. I mean, he was in the UK. And finally I landed him at his home in Holland. So he's in Holland. And I think that's fine. Beatrice showed up. How you doing, Beatrice? What's going on? We miss you.
She was on the Explore Scientific show earlier today.
The Explorer Alliance?
Ah, nice.
No, we every Friday we do now focus on astrophotography, and I had to take over on it. So,
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yep.
Sounds like fun.
Super fun.
All right, fellas.
Super fun.
Super green.
And ladies, Beatrice.
Lady. And you know what? We're really
Lady.
looking forward to Tyler's picture becoming pictures very soon.
Working on it. Got to get my mount back. I got to get my pier set up.
You'll be there.
Working on
Hopefully by
Yeah,
the new year, you'll be good to go.
It's going to be
Oh,
a
yeah,
race
so-
to see who gets first flights. Is it going to be me down in Florida, or is it going to be Tyler?
I think it's going to be
gonna be
Tyler.
me.
Yeah, it's going to be Tyler.
Because the mount will probably
be
be here next week. The pier's going to be here Wednesday. I ain't messing around. I'm probably going to stay up all night and not going to work on
Cool.
Thursday. And
I won't call Mr. Roberts. Don't worry. Oh, by the way, you know what Tyler's doing? Scott.
I'll tell him.
Yeah,
I'll tell him. It's like, hey, I'm not going to be in. I'm taking pictures for the show. He'll be like, okay.
There you go.
So there.
Yep.
All right. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Thanks for coming by. And as always, keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And we'll see you Wednesday night on
Wednesday?
AstroWorld. Who's there? What did I miss? Oh, AstroWorld Eric. Gonna go try to.
he
Oh,
showed
dude,
up.
I'll meet you on that. I'll download it right now.
Good God.
See you later. Have a
Bye.
good night, guys. Bye.